Welcome to Books Under Your Bed. I'm Wilson McCraw. Today I'm going to be reviewing Golden Sun, which is the sequel to Red Rising, part of the Red Rising trilogy. It's by Pierce Brown. I was really impressed by this book. The Red Rising trilogy is about Darrow. He's part of this society that's divided by colors. He's a red, and the top color is gold. His family and community is oppressed by the Golds. His love interest, Io, gets killed in the first book, and he gets the opportunity to use medical technology to change him from a red into a gold, and he infiltrates their society. That's the first half of the first book. And the second half of the first book, he does this sort of Hunger Games-esque competition with other golds that's kind of like a training, schooling type thing where he competes with the other gold teams and he wins at the end of the first book. It creates sort of this expectation of a formula that there's going to be more training in the second book, and it'll have like a similar setup to where it'll be teams fighting against each other. There's lots of different science fiction novel series that sort of use like this formula setup so that each book does a part of a competition. What's great about Golden Sun is that the competition part of it is maybe the first couple chapters or less, and it has Darrow lose and start from a very difficult position, and then the plot sort of spins out of control from there. So you don't know what it's going to do or where it's going to go. And what's great about the book is that maybe I'm just used to series that like always wait to do their cool stuff later, and you're anticipating cool stuff happening, but it's only slowly building up to those things, and you're waiting for the promises that have been established to the reader to pay off, and they always pay off much later than they probably should. In Golden Sun, they almost pay off all of the setup from the first book. All the things that you were like thinking would happen in the distant future at some point in the series, but happen now and in dramatic fashion. One thing about the book is that it has a ton of characters and lots of twists and turns of relationships and interactions between people to where I wasn't always following exactly who was who, because a lot of those characters are set up in the first book, and it had been a little bit since I'd read the first book. And I read this book kind of slowly over time while reading lots of other things. So I wasn't always clear on exactly who was who, but the book is written in a way where it doesn't matter that much, that you don't follow every intricacy of the relationships, because the scenes always are effective in the context of the scenes themselves, and push you through the novel. So it always worked for me, even when I was lost on a character or two. Yeah, I'm sort of really impressed with that, because in a usual science fiction novel where they have lots of characters, you sort of disengage if you ever are kind of lost on like the names and things. But just the writing is so intense, might be the wrong word, but like enthusiastic about what it's talking about, that you are invested in the scene anyways. I'm definitely going to read the next one. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole. I know it keeps going after the second one, or the third one and the completion to the first trilogy, but the second one definitely won me over when I had mixed feelings about the first one. So if you've only read the first one and are not sure if you want to read the second one, I strongly recommend it. That's my thoughts about Golden Sun. Thanks for watching. I'll have another review out soon.